Cyberpunk 2077 video game had very high expectations from the gaming community since the title was teased in 2012. However, when the video game was released on December 10th, 2020, majority of people had bad comments and experience with the bugs in the game and the glitches. So the game hype fell to the ground extremely quick and people wanted their money back as soon as possible. 2 years later, we bring you to the present time of Cyberpunk in 2022, and the developers never gave up adding updates and fixing glitches, and now we have Cyberpunk's biggest update of them all, called Cyberpunk Edgerunners. This is an anime with 10 episodes that has an emotional story that grabs the viewer's attention immediately. So let's dive into this futuristic story of Edgerunners. Episode 1. We begin in an advanced society where biotechnology is common within this community. You can get upgrades to enhance your attributes and performance. The main character named David wakes up chatting with the Ripper Doctor, as the Ripper Doctor explains to him some upgrades he has for him. He then walks into the living room and sees his mother sleeping on the couch, tired because of her late night shift she had at work dealing with the chaos that happened last night. David then walks to Arasaka Academy out of dress code and attends class until an interruption occurred with the classroom's technology. Comes to find out, David was the one that was interfering with the connection. David was almost expelled from school, and because the damage that David has caused with the technology of the academy, his mother is in debt even more. Also, he never gotten the upgrade that his mother told him to get because she wanted her son to rise to the top of Arasaka hierarchy. Suddenly, while his mother was driving, a group of thugs were having a shootout on the freeway and a car crashed and David survived, but not his mother. He then breaks into his own house because their place was evicted and he didn't have no way to pay the rent. Once he got inside, he seen the cyberware that his mother had stored in a bag on the floor and finally decided to use it. Then we see David walking in the alley and then he runs into his classmates that are bullying him. David understood that he was outnumbered and he tried to leave until the antagonist started punching him in his face. Listen, I'm going to be extremely honest to you right now and I want you to watch this fight scene like for real. It's freaking dope. After getting beat up, he finally got to the point where he wants to get the upgrade so he can stand on his own 2 feet and fight back against anybody. He then goes to the Ripper Doctor, gets the upgrade, and begins to use the cyberware that his mother left him. And this is what happened. Episode 2. We start off episode 2 with David receiving the cyberware upgrade from the Ripper Doc. After receiving the upgrade, his attributes were enhanced tremendously. The first thing David does is goes to Arasaka Academy and fight the guy who bullied him in the classroom. This dude was so furious he had no chill and said, "F the school, I'ma beat you up right here and right now." A day later, David was taking the train until he seen a woman stealing people's bioware to gain profit until she tried to steal his. David stopped her instantaneously. She pulls him to the side and asks him to work together with her and made a deal to split the money 70-30. And he agrees to the stipulations, and that's how David and Lucy met. After teaming up with Lucy, David became incapacitated because he has used the cyberware ability too many times in one day and it has affected his central nervous system. The Ripper Doc then tells him,
"Thanks a lot. How many times you fired up? 6? No, maybe 8. Jesus Henry Christ! Grown-ass man couldn't take that punishment. Still can't quite believe you fired that thing up 8 times in one goddamn day. You're either a total masochist or... Listen close, Davey. 2 a day, no more. 3 maybe, but that's the max. No bullshit. Even if your body can take it, that egghead of yours sure can't. Keep fucking around and that implant gonna scramble your brain.
Lucy then invites him to her house and explains what Edgerunner is, saying it's another name for cyberpunk. David begins opening up to her and tell her that the only reason why he was going to the Arasaka Academy was because it was his mother's dream to have him to rise to the hierarchy, and he didn't really care or even have ambitions to reach that goal. She then tells him that he needs to find his own dream, his own aspirations. Then Lucy then tells him her dream, which is to reach the moon. And that's when she took him through a simulation on the moon as they explored together until he realized that she set him up from the beginning. If you all made it this far and you guys want more episodes or you want me to do the complete story, I'll go ahead and do it. Like the video if you enjoyed. Comment below. I'm out.